has existed at least since the days of ancient civilization in
Again,
Greece.
90% rubbish. Everything. We already pick up 2B. Make it fast. Now 2B is too long story. Do not focus on 2B. We already pick up there is 2B. Then stay on any jail, any religious issue, of course, or any based on listed or analogous ground.
Okay, so continue.
Yeah.
It has existed at least since the days of ancient civilization in Greece
Rubbish.
and the Roman Empire. In its modern form, it is generally considered to be the public defacing of a surface using spray paint, markers, or other materials. More recent scholarships recognize that graffiti can be used to communicate social and political messages and as a form of advertising. It is also considered a modern art form and can be seen in galleries around the world.
Only 2B. They are talking about 2B. Totally 2B.
Many scholars think that it has been punished throughout history largely by a ruling
punishing
property. Okay, so I'll read back.
Yeah.
Many scholars think that it has been punished throughout history largely by a ruling property owning class.
From here.
Okay.
However,
the Attorney General,
whenever in an exam, however, open your eyes. However, it means there is serious issue. However, you are such a nice guy. However, okay.
However, the Attorney General is also aware that graffiti has been known to lead further criminal behaviors if continued beyond a certain age.
Beyond the certain age, it means they are trying to infringe my beyond the certain age. Listed ground. Hey, attorney, now we understand. You are going towards where? Beyond the age. Okay, but still he didn't make.
Research has shown that graffiti artists who are older sometimes fail to develop into responsible citizens. It can be counterproductive to the person's growth and development. In some, graffiti is largely a youthful activity. The same radical studies that favor allowing limited outlets to practice graffiti are less clear on what is the best age to start restricting the activity. The studies show somewhere between 20 and 30 years of age.
Okay, I'm an articling student. Before this kind of bill gonna go into the market, man, you are prosecutor. Somewhere studies suggest somewhere between 20 and 30. Highly charter attack. First 2B gonna be attack, then 15. It means you are trying, even I didn't read the complete question. You understand? But you are trying to infringe based on or complete ban or not ban. Based on listed ground you cannot do. Or complete ban for everyone or not ban for everyone. Just room 2 always going to be infringed.
The Attorney General feels that the age of 25 is a suitable compromise given the contradictory evidence. As such, the Attorney General has decided to implement Section 438, an amendment to the mischief provisions in the Criminal Code. The current Section 430 reads as follows.
Don't worry about left and right, left and right, left and right. We always already pick up. 2B is going to be infringed. Grifty, like grifty, drawing, expression. And he already decided age 25. Or complete ban for everyone, not ban for everyone. Why did you put age? I'm just talking about room number 2. Although it would be justified under, can be justified, cannot be justified.
But we're in room 2. Will it be equality, equal rights, listed grounds? Yeah. Age. Okay.
Yeah. You have to remember. If you will not gonna remember the rule of listed ground or analogous ground, there are 4 analogous ground. If you will not gonna remember, then you are out, man. Before you're gonna go to the examination hall, we have to remember the listed ground. That's it. Okay.
Not necessarily analysis.
Oh yes, it's very important, but I didn't
go through it yet. Gotcha. Okay. So the current rule, Section 430, reads as follows: mischief. 1. Everyone commits mischief who willfully destroys or damages property.
Whole rubbish.
Okay. So continue.
But you can read faster.
Renders property dangerous unless useless, inoperative, or ineffective, obstructs, interrupts, or interferes with the lawful use, enjoyment, or operation of property.
Just try to understand. Destroy, damage property. What is your sufficient important objective? Not to give grifty, because damages property. That's why we are limiting our Charter of Rights. Point to be noted. Okay, federal government is making a law. Do not grift it because destroy, stop, damages property. That's why sufficient important objective. You based on your grifty, you are using your freedom of expression. That's why we are limiting your charter of rights to stop damaging property. Rational connection between the objective and the discrimination. Again, damage property, prevent from damages property. Whole question is done, man. Minimum impairment doesn't matter, right? Everything is done, man. But still we have to read.
Okay. So obstructs, interrupts, or interferes with lawful use, enjoyment, or operation.
Total rubbish. Total rubbish.
Obstructs, interrupts, or interferes with any person in the lawful.
Total is sufficient important objective. Interrupt, whichever you're gonna pick up. You will not gonna write everything. Only pick up one word. Sufficient important objective. What is sufficient important objective?
To protect the property.
Protect the property. That's it. Or refer to clause 3. Refer to clause this one. That's it. Okay.
Okay, punishment. Everyone who commits mischief in relation to property is guilty of an indictable offense and liable to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 10 years.
Imprisonment. Liberty is also going to be infringed. Same question you will see in exam. I told you room number 2, 3 rights gonna be infringed. In a given scenario, section 15, 2B, and section 7.
So guilty of indictable offense and liable to imprisonment.
So don't worry about it. At the end, read what
is so questions. As an articling student for the federal government, you have
for the federal government. Do not be confused. As a articling student, you are articling student for federal government. I do not care. My friend, I'm an articling student. Justice has to be done. Not conviction has to be done. Just think about it. I'm an articling student. That's my personal opinion. If you're gonna make a law, point to be noted, don't focus on my articling student for Canadian government or prosecutor. I must save the law. No. You have to give your honest opinion. If law is safe, law is safe. It doesn't matter you are working for federal government or prosecutor or defense lawyer.
Okay, as an articling student for the federal government, you have been asked to provide a legal memo on certain aspects related to this new legislation. Critically analyze the arguments for and against this new initiative as follows. 1. Is Section 430A a valid exercise of federal legislative jurisdiction?
Do not go 430A. Of course, there are 3 rights. Of course.
Pursuant to Section 91 of the Constitution Act 1867.
91, division of power. We are not reading division of power. We are reading Charter of Rights.
Okay, assuming it is valid, will Section 430A have the effect of limiting the operation
Next one.
of one? Next question. So we're question 2. Okay. So question 2. Would the combination of Section 430 and Section 430A violate either Sections 2B
Clearly,
or Section
in an exam, examiner will gonna ask clearly. But I'm not gonna tell you because we have to be a sharp mind. First of all, examiner ask clearly question. Once in a while, they will not gonna ask. So we have to pick up 99.9%. Whenever exam is there, last 2 paragraphs, clearly examiner going to ask whether 2B is going to be infringed, section 15 is going to be infringed. Everything is bread and butter. Makhan mein la kar dal di, right? If you, 2B or 15, close your eyes, tuck, writing. Okay. Again, would the
combination of Section 430 and 430A violate either Sections 2B or Section 15(1) of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms? Assuming a violation can be established, will the federal government be able to uphold Sections 430 and 430A as reasonable limits pursuant to Section 1 of the Charter?
So matter is point to be noted, my friend, computer guys. Okay, now I have to write an exam. First question, whether charter apply to federal government. Within the criteria of section 32, charter apply, 2 marks done. Then what he's talking about 2B. Oh, where is my 2B? Where is my 2B? Oh, right here 2B. Okay.